What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I'm going to give you a pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and everything else that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And with that said, let's get right to it. Currently, futures are nice and green. CPI is coming out in 1 minute, so that's definitely going to cause a little bit of a ripple across the broader market. I'm going to plug a more dedicated analysis at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But aside from CPI, a lot of people are trying to digest this recent approval from the SEC for that Bitcoin ETF. So a lot of mining companies, and for those of you that are invested in crypto, definitely have a very exciting day ahead of you. So this is huge in my opinion. But aside from that though, fear and greed index is still doing fairly well, and there's a lot of heavy movers. So starting off with this company, so MLEC, if I'm saying that right, ticker is MLEC. This morning it is up 35%. This is what they are all about. So you can kind of just read that, pause the video and whatever else. But surprisingly, there has been no news under the SEC side. There's been absolutely nothing to really justify this morning's rally. And aside from that, though, it's not heavily shorted. So the short interest, which is the percentage of the free float, is 0.06. In fact, I don't think I've seen a lower one out there. So kind of interesting. If you are looking at trading this company though, with it currently at 270, it is trading between this R1 and this R2. So slow down a little bit, because at 274, there is a very strong resistance. So if you are looking at trading this, just kind of be very cautious of a lot of the support and resistance points. So 264, 248, and then 232 are going to be the very strong supports. So moving on to stock number 2. So obviously Marathon, MARA. So this one is dedicated for mining, Bitcoin and all that, up 5.27%. This is what they are all about based on their description. It is somewhat heavily shorted. So 21.57% of the free float is being shorted. 18.65 thousand shares are being returned this morning, and kind of rightfully so, but 47.79 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow average is 0.77%, and around 2.6 million shares is available. So I don't see this stock being a squeeze play, but it has done rather well, as you can kind of tell up right here. Over the last 1 year, 345.74%. So shorts are bleeding very much. So let me know your thoughts. And one thing I wanted to share with you, take advantage of this promo with Seeking Alpha. I have a 7-day free trial for you in the description below and also the comments. If you are looking for a lot of good compiled information all in one, such as press releases, SEC filings, transcripts from fireside chats, previous earnings, like has absolutely everything that you need as far as an investor to better yourself all in one. So take advantage of that. I have a 7-day free trial for you in the description. But moving on, so like I said, Marathon is very heavily shorted. If you are looking at trading it with it at 26.61, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. Kind of wide gap, so just be very comfortable with a lot of volatility, but 22.32 is something that you'll want to watch for it to hold. And then 29.63 is going to be that next strong resistance. It's pulling down a little bit. I wonder if that is as a result of possibly the CPI data. So on a CPI data, the month over month, it did go up 0.3 versus the forecast of 0.2. And on a year over year, it did go up 3.4 versus 3.2. So CPI is not necessarily the best. So that's kind of killing the momentum right now in the broader market. Looking right here, so 𝗪𝗏, ticker WULF. So this one is doing fairly well, up 186.49% on over the last 1 year. This is what they are all about. And based on this, there has been no news, no SEC filings for this company. So oddly enough, a lot of the heavy movers are in no way having any news coming out. So not necessarily the best. This company is very heavily shorted. So 30.69% of the free float is being shorted. Currently, shorts are returning 142.59 thousand shares. And then cost to borrow is 4.12%. So obviously this stock isn't a squeeze play, but very interesting to note that shorts are very much ingrained in this company. But currently 750,000 shares is available to be shorted. If you're looking at trading this with it at 231, starting to pull back down a little bit because of CPI, but if you're looking at trading it, it is trading between this pivot and this R1. So 301 is going to be that next strong resistance that you'll want to watch for it to break above, and 224 is going to be the next strong support. And when I did actually start to prepare for this video, I believe it was significantly higher than where it was now. So let me know your thoughts on those 3 stocks. Of course, I do cover a couple others. So for those of you that are curious, I do cover SOFI. So far it's down 0.59% as a result of that dreaded CPI data. So this isn't necessarily the best. Let me know your thoughts on whatever companies that you are investing in this morning and potentially why. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Always greatly appreciate that. And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. It's been extended up until January the 15th. Simply sign up for an account with MULN, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, I appreciate all of you watching.